I love routines. This is a reality. No glam, no glam. Turn away the curtain. No glam. Hello guys, and welcome to our August vlog, where we're gonna be just having a little bit closer conversations, and we're gonna be covering the Q&A section. We're gonna do some girly stuff together. We're gonna do a few little unboxings, and we probably gonna get connected even more than we did before. I don't know how much it's important for you to know where I am, but you know that I am constantly moving between my London, Palanga and Kaunas home. I think I am probably the least in Kaunas, and you know, since Kaunas is my hometown, it's such a shame and pity to say that I don't feel like I am home when I get back to Kaunas. It's just where I have born. But when it comes to me, like, as a very open person for a world, it has the smallest bit in my heart. I don't know why, honestly. I am still searching for meaning of that. I think maybe because of the things that happened when I lived in this city. I had a lot of, you know, childhood memories that were beautiful, but I had a lot of them where it was like something that you don't want to remember the rest of your life. And then it was a lot of things that probably kind of, you know, shaped me in a way that I am right now. And I think as well, London just is just that place where my heart just feels like the safest, you know, like it's just a place where I feel like this city made me be who I am right now. I am a very sporty girl today. I am just wearing my Vori leggings that I have been showing to you guys in my previous vlogs. This is a Vori top because in the morning I have worked out and then I just left Palanga and just drive to Kaunas. This is probably many times seen already. This is my own cloud tilt, actually. This is a cloud tilt design of the sneakers. I love them for walking, driving. They are the best. And this is my Birkin that you don't see often because it's interesting about these bags that I wanted to have a Hermes bag for so long, and once I got the bag, I don't wear it so much as I wear the other bag that I usually wear, my travel bag from a Scandinavian brand called, I think the brand is pronounced Flattered, but I need to double check later. A sporty tennis girl with a Birkin. And by saying tennis, guys, I have already had 5 private lessons for playing tennis. I have played tennis outside when I was in United States in Palm Springs. I loved it, but I didn't know what I'm doing. But right now, when I have a personal trainer for myself who teaches me the technique and he teaches me how to kind of build up the way of playing, I just love it. I did a tennis workout 8 in the morning. And then I had my biomechanics class, not a class, it's as well was as a private workout for my back. And I had it like 2 hours after. So I feel like a super sporty person today, and I deserve the title of being a sporty girl. So the jacket that I constantly wear in my recent vlogs are from Sporty and Rich. And I love this jacket because first of all it has a zipper, so it's very easy just to, you know, put it on. As much as I love like just hoodies without a zipper, I find that I don't wear them so often because the reason behind, if I'm wearing a bit of makeup, I'm trying to protect the hoodie and then I don't put it on if I have makeup. If I don't wear makeup, then I just put it on. with the zipper ones, you don't mind are you wearing makeup or not, you just put it on. This is my favorite one, and this is from Sporty and Rich. It has the trousers as well. It has a white version of it. Quality, honestly guys, from all of the things that I had from Sporty and Rich, I think this is one of the best quality from all of the items that I had before. Not every single item from Sporty and Rich was amazing, and I am quite transparent with all of this because I don't get any of this stuff that you see on me for free. So I feel quite open, you know, to tell you, like, you know, everything. I think even I feel like a lot of respect for the influencers who get gifted and they tell them truth opinions. You know, I don't get gifted, I buy all of this stuff, so I feel even more, you know, transparent to you. First of all, guys, I want to open a very little packaging with you. This little lady, she keep asking for attention. Where did you lost your ball? Bring it to us and then we're gonna give you attention, okay? Sorry girl, sorry girl. This is a vlogging time, so if you have to say something, say it now. That's the package, and that's the Anua brand that I don't remember myself vlogging about. And Anua I have discovered when I was in South Korea, and this is not a big secret because we have it in Europe and a lot of places already selling these products. But what I wanted to show you guys is my cleansers routine. So I have recently tried a lot of different cleansers, expensive, inexpensive, cleansers from the pharmacy, and honestly I always get back to these. Let me explain why. Honestly, I do feel like a Korean method of double cleansing suits me the best because most of the time I am wearing some makeup or at least SPF. So for me to remove makeup, the best performing way of cleansing is definitely oil. I have shown you Elemis cleansing balm, which is amazing. But that one is slightly more expensive and it doesn't last so long as the Anua cleansing oil. This is basically a cleansing oil that it's amazing to remove the makeup. It claims that it does clean the pores. I didn't notice as much impact on my pores, but I can definitely tell you that this is amazing cleanser to remove your makeup. It is cheap, but you have to understand that using a cleansing oils, you have to understand that you need two-step routine. So that's why I ordered not a single cleanser. I have ordered a water-based cleanser as well. So this one you apply basically on a dry skin or on a makeup, and this is how you clean your face. The second option is for these both cleansers are for cleansing your face when it's already wet. So you can use both on a wet skin. This hyaluronic acid cleanser with this is basically a hydrating foaming cleanser as well from the same brand Anua. I have been using this before many times, and I noticed that this cleanser probably is the best for dry skin and for dry season when we have heating back, when we have air cons, when we have slightly drier skin. So this is a foaming cleanser. So let's say you do the oil cleansing first and then you go with a second step, which is a foaming cleanser. You can do this method every single day. Then the Anua has Heart Leaf plus PHA cleanser. So this is the cleanser that is for a deep pore cleansing. So this deep pore cleansing has a tiny little, I would say it does have a tiny little exfoliating, you know, bits and pieces, but it becomes creamy once you start to massage on the skin and once it gets some water. So this cleanser is more for a deeply cleaning your pores. Would I use it every single day? I don't think so. I would use it every other day, and I think that would be enough for me, but it claims that it's quite great cleanser for like using almost every single day. It's not like something, you know, very harsh on your skin. So these cleansers right now, they're gonna be with me. And honestly, guys, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't see the point investing too much money in the cleanser because most of them are not like a very high performing products. Cleansers, they do the job. They clean your skin. We want them not to irritate your skin. We want them not to dry out your skin. We want them not to kind of affect your skin barrier. And if they do so, if they don't do any harm, if they clean the skin, if they keep the skin nice and refreshed, this is all we wanted. And this is how I look at the cleansers. So that's my personal opinion. And I'm going to show you. I cannot complete the order without trying a new face masks. So I did order some. So one of the brands that I really love, it's from Abib. And this is just random collagen gel mask that I have ordered. I'm gonna put in the fridge. Collagen rose jelly mask as well, hydrogel mask from Abib. What else we have? From Dr. Alaïa marine anti-blemish mask. Zero clue what is it. I just love, you know, to order random and then discover the products through that. And then if I like it, I share it. If I don't, I would probably tell you too, or at least I will not, you know, keep showing the product on my feed if it's not great for me. I don't recommend it to you. Medicube, this is something new. I never seen this mask. This is a Medicube kojic acid turmeric brightening gel mask with a niacinamide. So it's supposed to kind of make your pores smaller and your skin more hydrated. Medicube Super Chica Calming Mask. That looks nice. Honestly, I love Medicube masks in any forms. I find them cheap enough and performing well enough. And that's the Anua Peach and Niacinamide Brightening Collagen Masks. Nothing more that I can say about these masks because I haven't tried them yet. And we're probably gonna be moving to one more packaging to open because we have a pair of jeans. How do I keep on this, you know, research or search for that perfect pair of jeans all summer long? You wouldn't believe how many jeans, how many pair of jeans I have ordered and sent them back because I am so particular when it comes to jeans. And at the same time, I feel like I don't want to pay a fortune for a pair of jeans. How difficult is to make a pair of jeans? And clearly, we can see that it is difficult. I think when we look, you know, online, when we're looking for jeans, did you notice that every single model, not right now, maybe these days so much, but they still like have a mix of models who are more curved or taller or shorter, or they have like a little bit more rounded hips and bump. But in most of the cases, like the brands, they love to hire tall, a very like, you know, 90, 60, 90 measurements models, and on them obviously everything looks the best. And then when you order those pair of jeans, you feel like a bag of potatoes, at least I do. So guys, this time I'm trying another pair of jeans, and this pair of jeans I have already tried, but that size was way too small for me, so I sent it back and ordered another size. And we're gonna face the truth together. Will it look or fit good, or are we sending them back? So my favorite online store in the world, because they are always making the things happen, and the shipment, the return system. Today we are trying, let me see. I always feel so guilty just to rip this beautiful packaging. It's the pair of jeans. Look at the color. The color is already the one that we usually love. And do you want to know what is the brand? And the brand itself is Alaïa. Obviously something not cheap. Sometimes, you know, I feel like I wish it not to fit, then I send it back. But then at the same time, I'm looking for that perfect pair of jeans. Let me try it on. Okay, Houston, we have a problem because these jeans, they do fit like a glove. And by saying fit like a glove, it means they fit perfectly in the back. They just fit perfectly around my bump. And they are perfect when it comes to the lengths. And do you know how difficult it is for me to find a pair of jeans that later on I don't have to trim it, like basically make it shorter. I put the heel in purpose, but even if I wouldn't, and even if I would be wearing a sneaker, I think that's great. I love the fit. I love the feeling. They're not too stretchy. They are not, you know, too hard around the waist. And the way they hold me in the back, and that's the thing. For a whole summer long, I was trying Mango jeans. I was trying Massimo Dutti jeans. I was trying a gold. I was trying Citizens of Humanity. I have been trying Redone. And these Alaïa jeans that randomly I saw on Mytheresa because they're straight. And I love high-waisted. I love to wear them tucked in, usually with a white tank top or something with a little bit of sleeve. I absolutely love them, and I think I'm gonna keep them. I would rather have like one perfect pair of jeans than, you know, keep on buying Zara's and Massimo Dutti's. And bad news for my wallet, honestly. Bad news. Whew, guys, it's been a busy day. I haven't changed my clothes yet because we have been to see my mom. Then we had a little bit of the cleaning situation in our apartment. And now we are thinking of going outside since it's not late yet, just to grab a dinner somewhere. We don't have any plans, and since we are wearing not super casual as it's supposed to be for a lovely, or at least like, you know, casual dinner, so we're gonna just go to the places probably to check are they busy or not, where we are allowed to don't be too much dressed up. That's the view. Mexican night. Enjoy. This is the most waited time of the day. I can barely find words of speaking. I feel like drunk. I miss having a bath in my London's apartment or in Palanga. It just feels so relaxing. 10 minutes of like the hot bath, all of the candles, all of the salt. It just relaxes the muscles so amazingly, because this morning I had like a pretty active workout where I first time actually played tennis already. And then all of this driving and my sore back, it just feels so good. Right now, guys, we're gonna go downstairs with me because we're gonna make ourselves a fresh mint tea. Let's go. Guys, by the way, this is all fresh from my mom's garden today. I wish to show you or kind of transfer you the smell of this fresh mint tea. So I'm gonna cut the leaves, clean it, and then just get ready for my tea. This we're gonna eat tomorrow. I will gonna cover that for a few moments and wait until it all sink in. Guys, the fresh mint tea, mask, my dog sitting on a side. Oh, just such a relaxation. Just having this beautiful ambient jazz music, the dim lights, feels super relaxing. Are you comfortable? This is gold. I sleep so good with it. I think once in a while, sleeping without alarm is absolutely so much needed for every human being, because I woke up without knowing what time of the day it is, and it's 10 o'clock. I usually wake up at 7. Feels so great. Let's go get a big glass of water, then coffee, walk the dog, and enjoy the morning where we're not rushing anyway. When I travel, you can clearly see I take my supplements with me. And this is mostly my supplements right now because I'm trying naturally to reduce the H. pylori bacteria. Clearly, as you can see, most of those supplements are related with that. But recently I have read a very sad news about my favorite brand of supplements, Thorne, that they have been bought by some company, and a lot of people are sharing the news how it's gonna end up as it always ends up when a small business or a good true business is bought by a big massive chain, and then they start to make the things cheaper, produce the things cheaper, and people, they are saying already, just find yourself another brand that would be already something similar. So I hope this is not going to happen to Thorne, because magnesium from Thorne, this magnesium glycinate, this is the best magnesium that I have ever had. Then when I want that proper zen out sleep, I take GABA together with my magnesium, so that's as well from Thorne. And L-theanine as well, I take it sometimes in the daytime, sometimes in the evening. It gives me a quiet mind. People who feel that they are, I don't know, undiagnosed ADD, they are looking for answers why their brain are working sometimes 100 times faster, or sometimes it just switches off. So something that right now I am digging deeper and trying to find a way, what kind of routines, what kind of supplements work the best for me to feel the best, to focus the best, and to complete the tasks the best. So when it comes to my supplements, all of these supplements, and you guys can see here, they all from iHerb. Lacto probiotics, they are amazing. Look at the reviews on iHerb, how many good reviews about this one. Master Gum as well from iHerb. I was recommended by a doctor to have this Lori Plus, by Lori Plus. So this is as well fighting the bacteria. Glycine, sometimes I take it before the night, just when I want just to kind of zen out. And lactoferrin is necessary to take it because I have a serious problems with ferritin levels. So you know that from the past, we spoke about that. So since it was on my coffee table, I decided to show. I always have with me in my both apartments, you know, a little bit of electrolyte situation. You remember me, I used to drink them every day. I don't anymore. Honestly, if I don't drink any alcohol, if I go to bed on time, if I had a routine like yesterday, it was like a dream routine, you know, coming back after dinner not too late, it was 10, not consuming any, you know, like, you know, crazy like alcohol. I had one margarita, and as well it was non-alcoholic. So having that, then having a bath, having a mint tea, relaxing, doing all the skincare, just put the blindings down. It just makes you already feel, you know, like you made all of those routines that in the morning you're gonna feel refreshed. So I started this morning just with the 2 glasses of water, that's it. And right now I'm so excited about coffee. I watched a funny reel of the day that the moment you drink your coffee, you know that the best part of your day is already past or it's gone. I want this moment to last forever. I want to drink my coffee for, I don't know, hours. But you see, this is like, it's not only me or it's not only you. It's like people around the world who have this, like, I would say, I don't know, mutual thing that coffee is something that we love rituals. So it's a big proof that creating a ritual can be a thing that you wait for. So maybe let's create a good ritual, and on top of coffee, let's put a LED mask on my face. And I'm gonna tell you more about that. Oh my God, I don't have a mic? Wait a second. It's there. First of all, girls, setting up a routine is very important for a successful use of any device. So if you want to be having like a great results with LED panels, LED masks, face devices, it can be massage device, it can be lymphatic, it can be Medicube, you name it, you would have to set a routine and to use it every single day. If you don't use it, if you don't find a way of using it every single day or at least 5 times a week, I would highly recommend for you not to buy any of these devices and rather spend that money on, I don't know, a moisturizer that you use every single day, Alaïa Skin Peptide Serum, Barbara Sturm Hyaluronic Acid. If not Barbara, use Torrident, still good, not like comparable products, but still good to use it every single day. Use a retinol off season, or apply SPF, or I don't know, have a regular facial once in a while, once a month, rather than, you know, having a device that is just sitting somewhere and collecting all of the dust. You have to really answer a question to yourself, because sometimes I ask my patients, will you apply it? Is your routine in the morning quiet? Are you not rushing your kids to school, to kindergarten, or you're rushing to work? And when they tell me them routines, I tell them, no, girl, you're not gonna use it. You wanna try, you wanna play with it, just go to the store. There is plenty of stores where we have these LED mask devices and they just put it on your face without full grip, so you don't catch the bacteria, but it still, you know, works wonders. They have it in Selfridges, I bet. It's called a face gym. I think there is a section where it's like a lot of devices that you can try, and go there, go try that. Don't buy it if you don't know will you use it or no. You know yourself the best. I love routines. First of all, guys, I want to say that this is not an ad, because we see a lot of, you know, campaigns going on with the Omnilux, and I bet that some influencers, they accept that because this is a great company, that they have a lot of research and they have been here for years, and a lot of good publicity, a lot of good reviews, a lot of good data we already have. So let's say if the brand like that offers, I don't know, the beauty creator or esthetician or a doctor to work with, I think that would be a pleasure. But my case is different. I am not sponsored by this brand, and I only tell you my true experience myself. 4 years ago, yes, 4 years ago, I traveled to United States, where one morning I wake up in the morning, I go downstairs where all of my family sitting having coffee, not all of them, but my father-in-law and my husband's brother and father-in-law were sitting with this mask, and I was like, first of all, it looked funny, because if you know my father-in-law, he's huge, and applying this mask on his face, it looks like when I apply those tiny little, you know, Korean style masks, it doesn't follow all of my forehead. So basically he was sitting with a mask, and then we started to talk, oh, who owns this mask? And that was my brothers-in-law, so my husband's brother. He got this mask because sometimes on and off he got some pimples, some redness, and he goes to a really good estheticians in the United States, and depends where he's traveling because he plays basketball all over the place, all over the US. He gets recommended a really good stuff, and I was like, oh my god, show me. And then I ordered instantly, because first of all, what fascinated me, so my father-in-law, he has like, you know, a huge face and head, and for men applying these masks is impossible. So first of all, Omnilux has 2 sets of straps, so you can order the longer straps. That's the thing. Then it lays on your face amazingly, and you can still do your thing. Look, I'm gonna drink a coffee right now with you. The mask doesn't even get wet or messy anyway. I don't know, is it just this company made this mask for me, but because it looks good on me and I can drink, and I think I would be able to eat, but since I don't eat in the morning, I don't need that. So I used it for 4 years almost religiously, maybe on and off. Sometimes I put it away, but if it's close to my bed table, if is where I'm traveling, I always use it. I even gifted a few of my friends with it because I was so obsessed with it. So I just like, when my friends' birthdays coming up, I just think, what should I get them? Omnilux mask. They are super happy. The last year, I wanted to use the mask. Something was off because I was charging it with a random charger. Let's say iPhone charger still fits in this block where you put the mask on, but something happened that the mask didn't charge. And I tried to put it on and it doesn't put it on, so I just put it away. And I got for a birthday present or Christmas present a big Mytheresa panel, and I started to use that one for my whole body. But what, guys, I can say about big panels, you're not so religious with them. You cannot move them through the apartments. You cannot have them in your luggage. So for somebody who has a beautiful house and let's say some, you know, biohacking setup in one corner where you wake up and you go and you sit in front of that panel, it would definitely work. But for me, I am moving between places and I want the most result on my face. So I decided that I want to get back to my LED mask, and I tried to put it on again. I tried to charge and I got pissed, and I sent my husband a link of Omnilux mask, and I said, the next time you're buying me something, I want this as a gift. So no matter it's a Valentine's Day, Christmas, whatever, I would rather have this than, you know, something that he has to really think of, and maybe it's not that thing. And he said, but I saw your mask. I said, yes, but it's not working. And he said, let me check when I get back home. And he came back, and he's so good with all electrical things. And he said, like, this is this thing. This is not your mask. This is working, but this is the problem with this. And I was like, okay, how do we solve it? He said, we're going to text them and they're going to send you this. And he said, I said to him, like, I mean, not going to send me a block of charge. They probably selling the whole thing. And he said, no, I double checked, they do. And then he read that this is kind of the problem, that after years of using it, sometimes this stops connecting, and it costs like, I don't know, $20 or something, and you can repurchase that. So I don't know what he did, but basically he found original charger of this mask, and once he charged it with the original charger, it started to work. So I think it's very important for this mask. You see, 10 minutes passed. It's very important to charge it with the original charger, so then I will put extra 10 minutes while I'm talking, why not? So right now I start to use this mask again because finally it's working. And one thing, I was really thinking about getting another one when I thought that this one is not working. I was doing my homework about current body, the newest devices. And then I was using ChatGPT. I was using a lot of data that is showing the benefits of the mask. So current body and Omnilux, they do have similarities, but I think this lays better. A lot of people, they said this lays better, it feels better. A lot of people, they say it lasts better. and a lot of like reviews even say that this one is definitely, by following all the parameters, it's much better. So I was like, this is working, why should I change? I love it. What I would love to do right now, I would love to buy a neck and chest panel, so to use it on a neck and on a chest, because right now this is just on my face. So this is my next investment. I think they do it, even have it for the palm of the arms, but if I get back to this like routinely right now, I will let myself buy it for a neck. And I'm gonna probably buy a few extra chargers, like 1 or 2, just to have it when I'm traveling, you know, in the different places if something goes off. And guys, as I said, I'm not sponsored by Omnilux, but recently I just posted a story on my Instagram with this, and I tagged them, so they sent me a message that they can give me a code, at least for my followers, that you can get 10% off. I don't know how does it work, but I can add that code. Try it. If it works, I am happy for you. If you decide to buy this mask, use that code and maybe it will be at least a bit cheaper. All of these masks, they cost a pretty similar amount of money. I think the company is based in US, but they do have a head offices everywhere, because I even, when my mask like was off, I asked them, can they send me this from US? And they said like, oh, we have the warehouses all around the world. And they said that they ship to Lithuania and there is no problem, and they cover all the VAT and taxes. So I believe that you shouldn't have any problem with customs, but always double check. So yeah, you see, that's the coolest routine ever in the morning. Let me know if you decide to have this, and I will tell you who needs this. Let's don't get into all of that boring stuff, you know, where I tell you a lot of clinical data, but basically what you need to expect, that it definitely helps with the pigmentation. It's not going to help with the melasma. So if you have true melasma, where you have a melasma after the kids that are located usually around the forehead, eyes, or upper lip, melasma is the most stubborn, and we're still working our ass off to find out how to treat melasma at the clinical offices. But when it comes just to simple pigmentation that we collect after summer, that we collect after actives, ingredients, that we don't follow the rules and we go outside, this is just a simple pigmentation. And I collected that during this summer trip to Nida. I collected that when I was in Spain a few months ago. And every single summer I get it, but one thing I do, I never let it to sit for another season. So the moment the autumn comes, I start to do a lot of LED masks, I start to use a lot of actives like vitamin C, I started to use retinols, and I just remove that pigmentation away, you know. So with Omnilux, definitely all of the reviews I checked, and a lot of, you know, independent beauty tutorials say that the first thing they notice, reducing the pigmentation, more even skin tone. Small fine lines you're gonna find out only after a year or 2 of using, so you have to use this is a device that it has to be used, and the skin is plumper and firmer and more healthy. I don't know, is it me, but after a red light panel, no matter if it's on my face, if it's like full panel, I feel more refreshed and more awake. I love the feeling. So I think it's just a win-win situation that we can just do at home if you actually do it. I'm gonna continue my coffee, guys. I'm gonna add all of the links where you can get the Omnilux, and we're gonna add a discount code. If it works, it works. And one more time, buy it only if you use it. This is a kind of day I enjoy doing, you know, everything easy. So I just watched a lot of videos about clinical trials, about all the LED panels, face panels. Then I started to read all of the PubMed articles about the benefits of the different wavelengths for different cases of the patients. And time just flies, and I need to get into the shower, just wash my hair today and do a little bit of the skincare, and then we're gonna go for a breakfast with my husband into a brunch place in Kaunas. We're still gonna be here all of the day today. We're probably gonna be going back to the seaside and on a weekend. And yeah, guys, I'm trying to give you this, you know, last vlog before the longer holiday, as full of, you know, my life as possible, because I remember a few times friends of mine texted me that even for us who know you, it's so nice to see how do you live, what do you do, because the friendships last, we're still friends, but we don't see each other as much as we used to. So they said, like, it's so lovely to see what you're up to, you know, what you're doing, what do you love to, you know, eat for breakfast, where do you go? And it's just like kind of a way of communication. So guys, I'm jumping into the shower, and then we're gonna do some, we're gonna do some this is what we're gonna do. You know me, we cannot live without this. See you in a bit. Guys, I need to get ready pretty fast because my husband is waiting for me, and we planning to go for a late brunch kind of breakfast. So I don't have much time for making myself looking extra, but I will try my best just to guide you through my recent routines. I don't have my favorite hair products here. I don't have any of my Oribe. So that's why you can feel that it's a challenge to brush my hair. Greta Lion hair brush. I feel like I haven't given enough credit to this Lithuanian girl, Lithuanian creator, because I was gifted a few years ago when she just released these brushes. And I don't know how, I hadn't touched a single brush, different single brush than this. And we even fight with my husband if I go to London and I take this brush away. He feels like, oh my God, she take the brush. It's amazing for brushing out the wet hair, drying out your hair. Trust me on this. This is amazing. Okay, guys. What's gonna be next? It's gonna be a little bit of the skincare while my hair needs to dry at least a bit naturally. First of all, I want to say one thing, that usually in the morning I would use something hydrating like Anua Hydrating Cleanser that we just spoke about it yesterday. And one thing about washing your face in the morning, you don't really have to wash every single morning your face with a cleanser. I personally find that if I don't wash my face too much in the morning, it doesn't get so dry. So this is a personal preferences. Sometimes I just love to have that full routine, but most of the time I don't use any foamy cleansers in the morning, because in the evening I applied all the hydrating stuff that it's already deep in my skin. It's no retinols, everything is out. I just wash my face with the water, that's it. There is a lot of information online that a lot of women claiming that they don't even wash their faces in the morning because they feel that that natural oil keeps them skin more youthful. And do as you feel that you want to do. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna use this toner from a brand Outer that you already see me using before. And I was saying to you, I don't understand this product. This is a peptide infused toner. I don't know what I supposed to feel, you know, guys. I don't really get it. It just feels nice and firm and tight. Maybe I'm not used to for, you know, using toners. Sometimes I just spray it in the palms of my hands because I find it then it's less of the mesh. If I leave this product just like that, it makes my skin kind of, I don't know, it makes my skin feel tight, but that's what usually the peptides do. A little bit damp skin and not waiting until I'm applying my Dr. Barbara's Sturm Hyaluronic Acid, because as I said to you guys before, hyaluronic acid, the best applied on the damp skin, just works wonders. It attracts more water into the surface and then you get more benefits. I noticed when I apply it on a slightly damp skin from the toner, the results are much better. I apply my hyaluronic acid around the eyes, some leftovers around the neck. And even before, when I said that I would use 2 pumps, now I kind of use 1. In the summer it's enough. Probably in the winter I would need more. It is an expensive product, crazy expensive product. I wish it to be not so expensive. We're gonna use my copper peptides from Alaïa Skin, the new product that I'm trying and not hyping too much because I wanna feel how it works in the evening. I'm still using a growth factor peptide from Alaïa Skin. So this is very interesting. It's blue. 3 pumps as always. Why would we save? Why would we save? Let's go broke together, yeah? So I'm applying this on top. So this is a copper peptide that really as well boosts your skin levels of collagen, firmness. It helps with smoothing out the skin tone. Why did I get this product? A lot of good online reviews. That's the only reason I touched it. So yeah, it's supporting a healthy skin tone, elastic smooth skin, and helps with the complexion. I feel like my complexion, all of these tiny little things, is my biggest, I would say, not like insecurity, but the things that I would love to improve. MBR Best Eye Cream for the under eyes. Love it. I want to work with MBR so bad. I want to bring this cosmetic brand to UK. I feel like a lot of my clients would benefit from it. I know it's expensive, but for the under eye products, it's just so good. So good. You saw I applied some leftover on the lips. I always do so. Next, we're gonna just go straight with the moisturizer, and this is from SkinCeuticals, a P-Tox moisturizer. I just got it recently and I love it, love it, love it. I don't know how did I never tried it before. I know it's pretty new, but it's such a summer moisturizer. I love it. I think it's amazing for people who love a very light feeling on the skin, but still like having all of the steps, completing all of these routines. So this is my obsession for now. It's not a winter moisturizer, so if you feel like you're buying this and then you can still use it for the winter, probably don't do it. Use whatever you have right now from the leftovers, and then just get it a free lipid restore from SkinCeuticals, because this one is definitely a light summer moisturizer when you're traveling, when it's a lot of heat, when you don't need too much locked moist in the skin. It's just like, you know, it's not like a moisturizer that would give you that restore skin barrier, but this one gives you a very light finish when your skin feels nice and plump and hydrated. SPF. Where the hell is SPF? Okay, so we have ultraviolet. I'm gonna apply this one, just usually 2 pumps of that. And my main areas, guys, you have to go everywhere, your ears, everywhere. But I spoke before in my videos, like, I'm not a lunatic. In the early morning when I walk my dog, I don't put SPF. Like, I truly believe that countries like UK, Lithuania, we don't have that crazy intense sun in the morning. And I believe that morning sun is very important for our circadian rhythm. And the moment I step outside and start walking and feel that morning sun, I can get it. What all of those biohackers studying mitochondria health are trying to say us, that we need it. Humans are made this way to have some sun, you know. So I'm gonna quickly blow dry my hair, like in whatever direction, and then just a quick makeup. I don't know, maybe you might sneak something what I'm doing. And that's a super loaded tinted highlight illuminator, and the color is Pure Rose. And I know that there is a very great color called something with a peach, And originally I was trying to get that color, but it was sold out everywhere. I cannot even like describe you what does this product do, but it's just like the softest highlight with a little bit of rosy kind of, you just need to try. And with this as well, I go on my lids, I go a little bit lips and that. And that's my dewy makeup when the husband is giving me a lot of noises of, hey, are you done? Are we going for breakfast? Are we going for dinner? Or we are going nowhere? Because it feels like we're no longer going for breakfast. We are going for dinner already. Usually I wouldn't set my makeup, but today I wanted to do a little bit of the filming after. So makeup by Mario, just on those highest points. Where did I go? It's a lot of wet products, so I'm trying to be soft and careful because it's very easy to make it all messy. Since I know my skin pretty well, it's gonna start to produce a little bit of oils in the areas where I don't need. When I will be filming my videos, I'm gonna set it a little bit with my, as well, most used product probably on these videos, Makeup by Mario setting powder. And you see I just go on the areas where my skin loves to get a bit, oily. Because I love that shine, but it doesn't look good on the camera. I don't know, in the real life, do I notice when people get this oiliness around here? Not much, because I don't stare that much on the people's faces. Next thing, what we're gonna do, brush the eyebrows. Anastasia Beverly Hills gel that we have been using ages. Best gel ever. I need to go shape my brows. I haven't seen my girl for too long. I can feel that my eyebrows are a little bit less, controlled, because usually they are, you just touch them and they go to places. Next, mascara, Gucci mascara. Nothing new. We love this mascara. We enjoy this mascara. If I would have time, I would probably do my eye makeup more, but for now, we are in a little rush. You see, suddenly it was a morning without a rush, and now we have a rush. Love it. Makeup almost done. We're gonna do a little bit of Forever Walnut from Makeup Forever. This is one of my favorite pencils, honestly, Whatever Walnut. It's 606. And I'm not doing it precisely. You see, I smudge it out. And then I just take my Victoria Beckham Twist lipstick. And I just go like that. I'm gonna just add my Violet France Boom Boom Milk. This is the second packaging. Just this time I got the smaller version because I feel like it's more compact to have in a bag. And let's spray it. Woo! And then my Mytheresa. So many compliments about this perfume, guys. Sometimes I would love to keep the perfume for myself and don't tell anybody and just have that signature. Salt and Stone Santal Whitwear. What is that? Anyway, these are really nice. And coming back to my perfume obsession, I would love to, sometimes keep something for myself, and having that signature smell. I always make this promise to myself that I will not tell you what is my signature perfume, and I always just spill the tea because I can't, gatekeep from my ladies. This is a lot of different smells. Just explore and find yours, because Salt and Stone, there's the small versions and the big ones. I just recently got this one amazing when you traveling between places. And let me show you quickly my makeup, because honestly I feel pretty glam. I am absolutely obsessed with this just simple, quick, wet makeup that we have done together. Let's go get ready and let's go. I just put my quick purchase from GRWM. This is a LA based brand. The fabric, the softness, maybe it doesn't look like super chic, but for summer, the best. I'm gonna add the link. Guys, we're coming back with our promises, and we have promised for you that we're gonna close this season of summer season, YouTube season. It's only for 2 weeks actually, so you're not gonna get rid of me so easy, but we promise for you to come back with the questions. So yesterday I put the Q&A bar on my both Instagrams, and I have collected actually quite a lot of the questions that I would love to right now probably highlight. The first question actually is, how do you take care of your hair? They look really beautiful. Why did I select this question? Because yesterday I washed my hair and I feel that they are really beautiful. So that's why I'm starting with a flattering question. As much as I take care of my skin, my makeup, and I really know a lot about the skincare and makeup and procedures, I don't have this knowledge about the hair, and I want to admit that, because for all my childhood I had a pretty good hair, because that comes as a genetics, and I never did too much. But I will tell you a funny part about it, because I think every single hairdresser would be shocked. Back in the days where I was raised in Lithuania, we didn't have access to all of these products that we have right now, serums, creams, masks, and so on. So we were making a mask out of the fridge. So the craziest mask that I have ever applied on my hair was the egg yolk mask. So you take only the yolk of the egg, you mix that with mayo, imagine with mayo, you put that all over your hair, then you put a plastic bag, because I don't know why, ask the person who invented that. You keep that for a few hours and then good luck washing that out. So I did that when I was like from 15 to 17. I did that pretty a lot. And I remember once that I just applied that mask on my hair and I went to wash it, and the water was almost boiling. And those eggs cooked. I don't know, did I went too far from this question? I was applying castor oil, coconut oil, eggs, honey, like mayo, you name it. And just later, when I started to make money myself, I started to buy, you know, Kerastase or Sisley. So if we get back to the serious question, I think my probably most loved product right now is a Sisley Nourishing Hair Balm Mask that yesterday I put it on for 2 hours. I washed it out, then in the morning I just blow out my hair, used a little bit of the straightener, and that's why they look quite silky and smooth, but nothing special. But if you want to go economy, you can try those eggs, just don't cook them. Is it for you very important to have a natural fabrics on your body? Do you wear synthetics? About 2 or 3 months ago, I had a conversation with one of my good friends, and she's very into healthy living. She knows a lot about health, about holistic health, and she just really digs deep. And she was saying, like, you shouldn't wear all of those synthetics like aloe all the time, because it sits on your body for days. And do you know that this is one of the reasons for infertility, for toxic materials that enters our body? And I was like, I don't give a fuck, and I just want to look good, you know. And that was my answer to her. And you know, it's interesting, because after that conversation, the information just started to find me. And then I just read one article, another article, and just recently I read one article that it was 147 items tested from Zara, and that was the items all around the world in Zara's, and they found that they had so many chemicals that are completely ruining a female's and kids' health. It was responsible for cancer, for infertility issues, and for early puberty. It wasn't the kids' clothes. And right now, to be honest, I start to think about that. I wouldn't say that I just threw away all I have, all I bought. But right now, when I'm thinking about workout wear, I'm thinking that, okay, I finished my workout, I want to remove it and don't wear that polyester on top of, my private parts where it can be, really affecting, let's say, my future plans, having kids or being healthy. And I started to notice that I read more the labels. To escape this toxic environment is quite difficult. Don't eat, don't breathe, don't wear clothes. Okay, let's run with a naked ass. It doesn't work like that. So what I do right now, I look into the label of the fabric and I try to look that the cotton would be a main ingredient. So let's say 80% of the cotton and little bit of the polyester, not polyester, all over your body. So this is how I look into this topic, and I'm trying to discover more brands that they are more organic. If you have any recommendations, I'm very open for that. I'm not gonna jump on you as I jumped on my friend, because friends, they always suffer. Why we see that it's a lot of talks about retinol but not enough about tretinoin? It's a good question, guys. Tretinoin is prescription retinol version. This is the strongest thing ever. Why it's prescription? Because if you don't know how to use it, you can really mess up your face. There is not enough data does it gets into the bloodstream. That's why it's not recommended to use for women who are expecting a baby. And as well with the tretinoid, let's say, for example, if you apply it with other active ingredients, you can get a severe burn. You can really disrupt your skin barrier. You can get a really rashy skin if you don't know how to use it, and you can have more problems, and even you can cause a pigmentation if you, let's say, applying on a 7th day. Imagine tretinoin is everywhere. You heard the name on a TikTok, you go buy it, you apply it, and you end up with a problem. So that's the reason. Retinols, they are over-the-counter versions, so they are definitely much safer. I don't want to put a label that they are safe, because I know many people who had a lot of issues even with the over-the-counter retinol if they don't know how to use it. But thanks God, you know somebody who is delivering you very soon for the autumn, September, October, November, and all of the winter season, plans how to introduce a retinol into your skincare. I don't feel comfortable touching a tretinoin topic online, because I don't want to guide people through prescribed medication, because it has to be done at the office. So if you want to have that consultation with your dermatologist, I really encourage you to do so. Or if you want to have a professional conversation or professional consultation, you can always see me in my London clinic, and we can always speak about the options. And maybe you don't need to jump on a tretinoid and in the first go. Maybe you just need to start somewhere gentle, So that was a very good question. So how do you shave your hair on your face? What? I don't. How do you know? I don't shave my hair, honestly. I just only do the upper lip depilation, and I have shared that secret cream that I'm gonna show to you, but don't tell anybody that I'm shaving my hair, okay? I think the person is asking as well about that skin hair shaving with that little thing. I forgot the name of that. Dermaplaning is very popular procedure. Guys, I'm old school. When I think about shaving your face hair, removing those, baby hairs that like a lot of makeup artists speaking of, that, oh, then you're gonna experience a glass skin, a clean girl look. First of all, we are sick of clean girl look. We wanna go dirty, 90s, 80s, smoke, I don't know, do whatever, because we're sick of that. And that dermaplaning and shaving your hair from the face, for me, just feels like, I feel like one mistake and you're gonna grow the beard. I don't want to touch that too, and honestly, I don't want to lead you through that process. So find somebody you trust. Do you know tips and tricks how to clean the SPF marks from the white clothes? Wow, that's a really great question. It happened a few times to me to my summer clothes, but I don't know, guys, I think I always just use a dry cleaning programs and dry cleaning like places if something is really messy, because I learned one lesson when I really messed up one of the dresses. I think that was just a simple sugar coating from the cake, and I remember I tried to clean it first and then I went to the dry cleaning person and she said, never ever touch it with water, because once that sugar or any other liquid starts to dilute, it's impossible to remove it with the dry cleaning chemicals that they use. So I learned my lesson because I lost the dress because of that, and now every single time I have something that I really need to clean, I just trust the professional. So that's my advice, actually. Yeah. But I'm still intimidated about how do you shave your face. So this is our content creation kitchen. So this is how the ingredients are looking, and this is how we cook those dishes that you enjoy later. So yeah, guys, it's been such a lovely season, and just recently me and my team spoke that it's not been a year. It's been a year once we release Instagram project Zing Skin, but it's not been a year in YouTube. It's only 4 or 5 months. Yes, bespoke. Yeah, so 4 or 5 months, and I feel like, oh my god, it's been a year. And I'm gonna be honest, I wanted to dump you so many times because I was feeling, do people really watch this? Maybe they got something from me and it's enough. There is a new things that people right now do for entertainment, they do for relaxation, and I believe that I am one of those things that you probably enjoy having in the evening, because I have my people as well that I love to sit on my couch, have a nice cup of coffee, have a nice cup of tea in the evening, and watch my Andrea Lee, and watch my Tamara, and watch my Johnny Harris. And this is my type of relaxation. So when I see 5 comments, or 2 comments under my videos, it's just such a blessing. If I would see 0 comments, probably you would be dumped already. But when I see people already reacting, even people who don't speak fluently in English, I can see them effort that they trying, to actually say to me, that they trying to listen to my message, they watching me, they are there with me. I cannot dump you anymore. I'm here with you and you're gonna have me. And since we are doing this a season closure, which is like it's not like a full season, but it's like a summer season where we want a little bit of rest and refresh, I feel like I would love to ask you again a favor. I did that, remember, during my birthday vlog. That would be a biggest gift for me if you could write me, what would you want, or a comment what you love about this channel. So I will do the same thing. Like, if there is something that you would love to have from us in the future, please don't be shy, write a comment. You can write it in Lithuanian if you don't feel comfortable with English. It's absolutely all right. And if you write it in English, it's even better. We love that. I just love to have that connection, and this, that you are there, that you are showing me that you are there, it makes me just to understand. But this is not something stupid that I'm doing. This is not, just a game I'm playing alone. Because sometimes I do feel like that, because most of these times that I am filming these videos, I'm speaking to the camera. So you have to remind yourself that in other part, you have like a people with hearts, with feelings, with emotions, who watch you on the days when they're happy, when they're sad, and when they're bored. And all of these emotions are absolutely acceptable in this channel. I have been the same with you many times, and I think the biggest push for me was just to be with you, not only on the days when it's vacation, not only on the days when it's like a happy week, a happy day. I have been with you when I was like messy, when I was feeling not pretty, when I was on my period, when I was like moody, when I was experiencing, some friendship losses. I was there with you. Maybe I didn't like fully share the story behind, but then at the same time, I feel that the connection is there. So if you can leave a comment, if you can subscribe, because it means a lot for us. I know that you're there. It means a world to me. I'm gonna have a team's lunch. It's not gonna be so glam as it is at my family's restaurant, but not gonna even lie, didn't cook any of this, just took it for takeaway from home. and we're gonna get wasted with margaritas without alcohol, I'm afraid. So this is actually a very cool brand. If you are following me and you don't know nothing about this sparkling tea from Akala, I cannot believe that this is made in Lithuania, and people who came out with this idea, I think they are so clever. So this is a taste margarita, and you know, about these kombuchas, you have to always read how much sugar they have. So this one has 2.7 grams of sugar. Honestly, many brands of kombuchas have above 4, so 2.7 grams of sugar in 300 milliliters bottle. It's not a lot, it's still sugar. I was asking few people who are related to kombucha, and they said that it is impossible to create kombucha without sugar. That's the thing. So that's why you have to put some sugar for all of the kombucha to ferment, I think that's the word. So this is one of my favorites at the moment, because they have many other flavors. They have, I think, Aperol Spritz, they have a red wine, they have a white wine. And what I love about it, that this is like a very beautiful bottle. You just put it on a table. There is a huge bottles that they look like a champagne bottles. Did I actually did the advertising for them for free? Like, cut it off, cut it off. I'm gonna do it once they send me a box of these. But this is a natural recommendation. And yeah, we're gonna sit and have a lunch. We're gonna put some sauce on our tuna tartare. We're just eating simple today. Simple, like we're eating fancy. This is one of our, like, probably top things at the restaurant that we have. It's tuna tartare, and all of this sauce is made from almonds. So like, you know how they make almond milk? So this is only almonds and a little bit of garlic, and it just makes a divine taste. And this is our signature cooked bread with a little bit of butter. I don't know, is it a little bit? For me, who has a cholesterol problem, maybe it's not a little, but who cares? We want to live now. This is a reality. No glam, no glam. Turn away the person. No glam. We getting back to the office and we answering your questions. How would you restore a disrupted skin barrier? The number one thing is put all the actives away and go back to basics. Just a simple non-fragrance cleanser, number one. Then just using simple pharmaceutical brands like Avène, La Roche-Posay or CeraVe, finding that simple moisturizer that doesn't have any smell. Prefer the ceramides in it. And my personal favorite is from Key Beauty Products, is from Ilion Cosmetics Atto Ceramide Cream. So this is with a lot of ceramides, and it really helped me so many times when I did disrupted my skin barrier of applying, let's say, I went to South Korea, I bought a Riedel shot, and I knew zero information about that product. It's kind of representing a micro needling, but I didn't expect that the cream can do such a strong result, and I got the strongest product, and I ended up disrupting my skin barrier. So it happened to me many times. How to take care of the oily skin is the same person actually asking about oily skin, about disrupted skin barrier, and she's asking as well, why would I have spots after injections? All of these questions actually correlates for me. So probably she has active bacteria, active acne. That's why a lot of times when I see people with active acne, I send them first of all to dermatologist. They have to first of all go usually on prescription skincare plan or prescription medication, or sometimes first of all reduced inflammation, because imagine we stick a needle into already infected skin and we can spread the infection. So I think this is the case for seeing a dermatologist first. So I don't want to give you misleading information online. So I'm not going to follow, I'm not going to answer too much the question superficially, because I feel that with the questions that you have asked, you definitely have to see a dermatologist to find out what is the main reason why the spots keep coming even after the injection. What is your favorite sheet masks? Oh my god, guys, I'm so bad with the brands, but every single time I put a mask, I usually try to, you know, take a picture and show the brand. So number one that I really honestly love to use is from 1:1 Skin, but this is my like special treatment mask because it's not cheap for everyday use. But Rose Gold from 1:1 Skin is my number one. A second one I would say is completely opposite. It's called Real Barrier. So that mask, I think it's like 1 or 2 euros maximum. When I was in South Korea, they was super cheap and nobody was buying them. And actually they were one of my favorite masks. This is one of the first masks that I have discovered. So the ones that I really, really love, so they are those ones. Then Vilmont, of course, if I would have like a special event once a year, I would buy it. But that's a crazy, ridiculous amount to buy and spend for a mask. It's like about 140 pounds. So honestly, I don't buy it anymore because I just feel too guilty to apply it. Honestly, guys, I just like when I went to South Korea, I got so many Medicube, Atopam, all of them. They are really, really great. So I think you just experience, just try different masks, just see what you like. Some people, they love dewy skin. Some people, they like more mattified skin. There is a brand from as well, one of the Koreans brand is D'Alba with white truffle as well. A lot of people love that mask. Biodynes is a viral mask. Believe it or not, I hate that mask. I don't like it. Every single time I sleep with that mask and I wake up in the morning, I don't like how that mask leaves the sleeping marks on my face. It dries out my skin and I don't understand the hype about that mask, and I never buy it, I never use it. So you have to experience what do you like first. The girl was asking in the picture where I put close to the Q&A section where the jeans. So okay guys, the jeans are definitely from Saint Laurent because they know how to do that cut, and I am so disappointed why other brands cannot copy them, because I would love to pay 100 pounds maximum for jeans. And this is my first Saint Laurent jeans. I never owned a pair of Saint Laurent jeans, and when I bought them like out of the impulse, because 3 of my friends, we all ordered the jeans at the same time and they fit on me perfectly, and I never sent them back because I was like having that idea that okay, if they're not gonna fit, I'm gonna send them back and get my money back, and I just at least try how does it look. They way too long, I need to cut them a little bit, but like this is a Saint Laurent jeans. Answering your question, what procedures I should do that I would make my pigmentation less obvious? Pigmentation is the question that probably we can sit here for days and keep on talking of that. There's a lot of recent data that pigmentation in women most of the time is like hormonal issues. And if my boss at the clinic would listen to my answer right now, probably would fire me. But I'm a true believer that I don't think that the lasers can completely fix the skin from pigmentation. A lot of cases are that the pigmentation is coming because of hormonal issues, because of some genetics issues, because of the sun damage that was done back in the days. And there is a lot of data that the biggest sun damage that really counts for our aging, melanoma risk, and for a future record is when we got that sun damage before the 18 years old. So there is still a lot of research going on and around the pigmentation. But what I would say, definitely I have to like speak about use of SPF, because a lot of these biohackers right now are trying to give us information, but back in the days nobody used SPF and nobody had these cancers and issues and nobody was tanning for I don't know like hours on the beach. Yes, people, they were working in the shields, they were doing a lot of outside works, but as well we have to understand that back in the days we didn't have the research, we didn't have so much data, we didn't have all of these numbers that right now are showing, and diagnosis became much better. I speak about this with the doctors at the office, and they said we became so advanced and good in diagnosing it early that right now the rates are definitely much higher. Back in the days, if you want to look back in the days people were dying when they were 40 and nobody had antibiotics. Do we want to get back to that point about what was back in the days? So I am not a person who says you like use the SPF all the time, don't even like, you know, go close to the window. Myself, I don't do so. In the early morning when I walk my dog, I don't put SPF. When I just take out the trash, I don't put SPF. Sometimes, you know what is the trick actually? To check the UV rate. I usually go on the weather app and let us see. Let's say right now we are in Palanga, it's 21 degree, and I go on UV rate, 5 UV rate index, it's a lot. You have to wear SPF. If it's around 2, I don't. Honestly, I don't. But I think that mitochondria health, all the biohacking world saying that we get charged by a morning sun, I believe that because I feel that. I do it myself. I go to my balcony. If I see a morning sun, I look straight into the sun with my eyes. I love that. I can feel, I even read an article and listened to the podcast with the Andrew Huberman about jet lags, and that's actually proven because I was flying to another continent, and at the Huberman podcast and that article I read that if you want to fix your circadian rhythm and if you want to get into a local time zone as quick as possible, wake up first morning, look into the sun, and your body is so smart, the circadian rhythm starts to understand where you are and you feel much better. And I did that many times when I flew to US, to LA. I didn't do that in Asia and I was suffering for days. Yeah, I was suffering for days. But now I know, and I'm a true believer of those things, but I think we don't have to be radical, you know, don't put SPF, put SPF, don't drink electrolytes, drink them. You know, it's like radical thinking. You have to always just, you know, have that balance, have that gut feeling, and read a little bit more, listen to the different opinions, look at the person that you look into. Do you want that person's life who's giving you advice? I just do that all the time. We had the very interesting questions. A lot of them are repeatable questions, so I don't want to get, you know, into repeatable questions, but if this kind of way of speaking with my audience will work, we will do that more often. I might have a glass of coffee. Nobody has a glass of coffee. I meant in my mind a glass of champagne, but then suddenly I was like, coffee, but maybe a glass of champagne. Guys, we are driving full car of the things from Kaunas to Palanga. We're gonna be spending the rest of my summer holiday, and it feels like the time flies so quickly because it feels like my holiday month just started and it feels like half of it's already gone, and mentally I am resisting, you know, that I still have a lot of time, but at the same time I feel that I don't have much left. I'm not gonna lie, I love like just having, you know, zero rules, zero rushing in the morning, but at the same time I really miss London and I really miss my routines. So I'm saying bye with this vlog for 2 weeks, and you're gonna see us the first week of September, the first Sunday of September, when we're gonna get back with all of my adventures, when we're gonna get back with all of my new season, new ideas, new skincare routines, new outfit looks, everything new. So enjoy time off without me. I'm gonna probably enjoy time off without planning what to show, but not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss you and I'm gonna see you very, very soon.